Hi everyone, welcome back to Raise to Rise podcast, a place where we discuss bite-sized wisdom nuggets with easy-to-follow practices to live a better life. Raise to Rise podcast is supported by Ayurvedic Seva. Ayurvedic Seva is an herbal dietary supplement line set out to change the industry by dedicating the company to quality, safety, and holistic approach on making the wellness journey safe, healthy, and natural. If you want to start adding some natural herbs in your diet, then head over to ayurvedicseva.com and use our promo code RAISE2RISE for 30% discount. Once again, head over to ayurvedicseva.com and use our promo code RAISE2RISE for 30% discount. I am your host, Mital Patel, a parenting junkie, Ayurveda enthusiast, and an advocate of conscious living. I hope you all are enjoying Raise to Rise podcast and filling your life with joy. Today, I wanted to share some of my learning about our labels given by society and the roles we play every day in our life, and how we get role conscious and forget our real nature of being a pure soul. I realized I was being role conscious. And in my recent conversation with my 9-year-old, when I asked, how has Mama's nature been lately? I ask him this question every once in a while to keep myself in check. And he says, Mama, you have been working too much lately and being harsh on yourself. And that just hits me hard. I immediately smiled at him and said, thank you for sharing your honest opinion with me. It was time for me to tap into my soul power. Sometimes even self-care practices becomes like a task, and that's what was happening with me. Often we are so occupied in playing our roles that we don't even pause to check if we are reflecting our soul personality into our every role. For example, let's make a list of our roles. So personally for me, it goes like, as a parent, I have to nurture my kids. As a spouse, I have to understand my husband's needs. As a quality manager at work, I have to make sure it's all about quality and not about quantity and lead my team with examples. As a friend, I have to blah, blah, blah. The list is long. While writing the life script and playing every role, our relationship, age, and position becomes the criteria of how we enact our role. And this then turns into role consciousness, and we end up developing ego. We start feeling superior or inferior to others. Our fundamental responsibility is to remain happy in every role we play. But if we carry the fatal belief that life is a competition, or if we compare ourselves with others in a similar role, we create enormous stress. Stress creates a disturbed mind, a diseased body, and conflicting relationships. It also affects our efficiency, memory, decision power, and hence our performance. We need to set goals, plan, execute, achieve, and enjoy the success. But let us not make a task or its outcome more important than physical and emotional well-being. Taking any role too seriously makes us lose the larger perspective of life, like I had last week. Because when we take a role too seriously, we do not enjoy the journey and may end up carrying baggage of thoughts of one role into another role. For example, suppose a professional man spends 10 hours at office. After he returns home, he wants to shift focus to play the role of a parent. But he continues to worry about project deadlines or a client meeting. He may create role-induced stress. or may even create fear of losing his job, position, respect, or reputation, and hence go out of his way to perform better. Eventually, he might fail to balance work with his roles and personal life. In being role consciousness, we also start believing that playing the role well will earn us happiness and love. So we start seeking happiness from our role, from our external world. And since situations and people may not always be our way and not necessarily we will be able to play the perfect role in every circumstances, hence this results in stress, anxiety, anger, or fear. Now, let's step up and change our gear from role consciousness to soul consciousness. Let us all experiment soul consciousness just for one day, using soul power in every role. Irrespective of our position, relationship, or age, enact every role with the original qualities of happiness, love, and respect. We should daily remind ourselves that the role does not nurture my soul. It is the soul which nurtures my role. Shifting from body consciousness to soul consciousness is the journey towards finishing our ego. I would love to go deep into this ego work, but some other day. The big lesson I learned is that under any situation, 10% depends on the pressure, and remaining 90% depends upon our soul power of peace and inner stability. Increasing the soul power decreases the stress. Regular practice of meditation or consuming spiritual knowledge helps us shift back to our original qualities of peace and calm. After every hour, we can check our thoughts and consciously create powerful and positive thoughts in every role we play. This is it. I would like to end with some of the affirmations I repeat to strengthen my soul powers are: I am a pure soul. I am not a name. My body, my relationships, my education, my designation. I am just me, a pure soul, and so is everyone I meet and interact with. I do not need people to be my way. They can be their way. My feelings are mine, not dependent on them. I need nothing. I only give love and happiness. Thank you for listening to Race to Rise podcast. We would absolutely love to hear your thoughts about our today's episode. Please let me know you have listened to this episode and fill me with your aha moment. Share it on Instagram, tag me with the hashtag Race to Rise or at Mital's Conscious Parenting, and I would love to share those to my stories and shout you out there. So please go ahead and tag me on Instagram, and I would also love if you subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. It's our brand new podcast launch, and we have some bonus giveaways going on for the top raters and reviewers. Also, I would love to send you my 7-day parenting journal absolutely for free. All you gotta do is leave me a review in the iTunes store, take a screenshot, and email it over at raisetorisepodcast@gmail.com. Again, take a screenshot of the review and email me at raisetorisepodcast@gmail.com, and I will send you the 7-day parenting journal. Thank you so much for being the active listener of this podcast. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for raising your consciousness and rising as joyful beings.